What's up?
Hey everyone. I think we're a little too tall.
We're too tall.
I mean, maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know. How are y'all doing today?
What do you mean we're too tall?
I don't know. I feel like we're usually like, I don't know.
Do we have too much headroom?
I think so.
It's all those A&E videos that we've been doing for YouTube that wants us to have.
Need a professional website?
What are you-
I created one for
Sorry.
our startup.
Joe's doing weird things. How is everybody today?
Is that better?
Yes, I see Vince is on here, Tony's on here, Kay McCoy. Hello everybody. Hi Kiwi girl.
David Martinez came earlier from South
New Zealand.
Texas.
Yeah, I saw all of y'all. How
What
are
time is it in New Zealand right about now?
Well, it's Friday afternoon.
Oh, okay, like 2 o'clock.
Hi David.
It's already Friday afternoon.
Hi Matthew and Bree. Hello. How are you guys? Hello, Scully Star Fashions. Hey guys. Hey, how are you?
And thank you, because you, I believe, are the one that gave us for the taking the kids out to a little
We
special
did.
treat last Friday.
We did in honor of Dylan's birthday. We told him it was from you. So she says thank you.
She was like, "Oh my gosh, are you for real?" We're like,
It's 12
"Yeah,
noon.
yeah, 12 o'clock."
That's cool.
That's, man, y'all
Way ahead.
Y'all are ahead of us.
It's still
Slow down a
Thursday
little
over
bit.
here.
Yes.
Awesome. So we're just gonna give people some time to jump on, but
Don't sing.
oh yeah, somebody said we're not allowed to sing.
Yeah, we
but
can't sing.
I can't help
Oh my
it.
God, I
I'm
can't
just
believe
really
you sung.
I'm just really happy.
Blocked them.
Rita. Okay, Rita. I will.
What's up, Jessica Shields, our Texas neighbor?
Mm-hmm.
And wow, for y'all, we have lots to share with y'all this week in our little family night. Are y'all okay with the theme family night? You know, I always liked family night with my family. So are y'all okay with that? Even though our whole family's not here, I don't know.
He was really excited to.
I
do
thought it was kind of
I was
cool.
like, yeah, it sounds great. So.
What's up, Kate from Canada?
And
Yes, sir.
Cheryl from Arizona.
Yes.
And no one major. Oh, you're definitely someone major. From New York. Very cool. So for those of you who have never been on our woo!
Thank you, Chris.
Thank
Y'all
you.
are starting early. Thank you. Y'all can make me cry before the end of the video.
So for those of you who have never been on our family get together talking
Family
thing,
night.
we family night. We're gonna call it family night.
I don't
Joe
know.
has
We can have
decided.
like, I don't know. So exciting.
Hey, if you guys love it and we love it, like let's just do it. But this is a place where we do liquidation questions. A lot of people ask questions in our comments, and we don't always. It's very difficult to be able to answer every single one. So we come on here. We talk through some things. There are a lot. If you see people on here that have the little wrench on there, they are our moderators. They are experienced resellers as well. A lot of them have really good tips to share, because one thing that we always talk about is that we don't know everything, and we do our best to help or to send them to people who do know. I know a lot of people ask us questions about selling on Amazon, which we do not do, but there are, dude, chill out, man. Desi needs to go outside. But there are a lot of questions. So I like to come on here and invite other resellers on here and invite newer people on here just to get to know each other, just to be able to like hang out together, and then ask questions and maybe like walk through some things. Cause a lot of people ask us very like, how do I get started? And that's just a really difficult question, because everybody's situation is different. Everybody's finances are different, space and time. It's all different. So this is a place where we can just kind of have those kind of conversations and just catch up with you guys and what's going on with y'all, and same with us. So if you do have questions, be sure to put those in all caps if you can remember, because it makes it so much easier for us to answer your questions. And there may even be moderators on here who can answer your questions as well.
And some of you might wonder, like, how do they, like, why are they moderators? Well, we believe in relationship, and these people have been with us for a period of time. They show that they're not here for self-promotion. They're not here to, like, boost their YouTube channel or their Facebook page or their group or whatever. They're here to add value
to the community.
To the community, and we believe in that. We believe that you don't just come onto the scene asking to be promoted. You don't self-promote. That you
not that we have a problem with you showing your stuff. We welcome. A lot of times we'll say, does anybody have a channel or a YouTube channel that would help with this answer this question, in which case, like, you know,
that's fine.
That's fine. But we've been having some issues lately with people spamming videos and stuff.
They're emailing, hey, will you promote my YouTube channel?
And here's why we don't do that. It's not because it's all about us. It is because if we're going to be somebody who educates, somebody who takes care of you, then we're going to, before we recommend anything and before we suggest anything, that we're gonna check it out for you.
Relationships.
And we're gonna have relationships with these people. We're gonna find out, okay, what is your main source, like here. So the people who have the wrenches are people that we've talked to, we have relationship with, people that we trust to give great information, and we want to suggest, like, those are people that you could go to for questions, and people who want to educate other people. So that's who they are.
Yes. And TJ came in. TJ's fresh back from vacation.
How was Vegas?
Vacation. And I know you released a lot of videos today on Pallet jacking.
Yes, Desi is drinking water.
But I don't know if you released any of the Vegas footage yet, so I will have to check it out. So yeah, do we want to talk about extreme unboxing? Do we want to answer some questions first?
I do want to say this. Now that we've got 73 people watching and more people are going to be jumping on, there is something going on with my app on my phone, and my phone has the best internet connection, so we don't get locked out. But sometimes my app crashes, and if that's the case, you're just gonna see us freeze, like
then that. We'll just
we'll end up starting another one. So if anybody is on here and then that happens, and I don't have I'm trying to get it all set up. If you guys could just let everybody know, like, I'm sorry, but I have closed out all the other apps on my phone and all of that stuff. So hopefully it won't crash. So
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you want to answer a question so we don't get too far behind?
Yeah, sure. Let's do that.
Talk a lot.
We've got one question on here.
Yeah. So Resell Haas asks, are you using eBay managed payments? If yes, how are you dealing with partial refunds? It's the same as process as PayPal. We've been using managed payments for almost a year now and like it. In the beginning, it was quite difficult with managed payments, but they've worked out the kink now where as long as you have a backup payment on hand, that they will first try to refund from your available funds. If you don't have any available funds, then they will pull it from your backup payment, whatever it is, PayPal account, debit card, credit card, whatever it is, they will pull from that. Before, you couldn't process a refund until the money was available. So it was a hassle because if you didn't have a sale for a couple days, then like if you don't refund them, then you get in trouble. So it was having to send refunds through PayPal and then contacting eBay back. It was a hassle. They got the kink worked out now. So that is that.
And TJ, I'm sorry that you guys are so behind, but hey, I know you guys probably really enjoyed it. I bet it was really
I'm jealous.
Yep. I'm like, we should go to Vegas.
I want to
go. Take us with you next time.
It's not really a family place, though.
No, but there's some nice places in Nevada, though.
Yes.
For family.
Yeah.
I know, Jessica, the purple has almost come out of my hair, but I am actually going to get this dye pulled from my hair. But with COVID-19 and it's really hard to get into places that I trust. A lot of people don't know what to do with dreads, and I found a couple of people who do know kind of how to handle like color treated dreadlocks, but they're also very, very booked, and it's like a 3 to 4 hour process. So I'm just kind of waiting for everything to blow over, but I'm gonna get the purple back put in because I miss it, and so does he. So
do you want to talk about extreme unboxing?
We can. I do. Yes, we can. Let's just do a few updates while everybody's still jumping on and we're getting some questions out.
Let's answer the one question real quick about free shipping.
Okay. So they want to know why we always do free shipping.
Yes. I didn't always do free shipping. Early on in the reselling career, I did calculated shipping where we would take weights and all that. And I didn't even do calculated shipping. I just would do shipping. I wouldn't put the weight in there, but I got burned several times, especially when items go to like West Coast or far up east. But I've learned that through lots of research and experience that buyers are more likely to buy something that has free shipping than they are to have to pay shipping, that they will actually pay more for an item. Say, for instance, this phone was $80, but then it was $10 shipping, $90. That a lot of times with free shipping, you could charge $99 free shipping, and people would buy that over the other one. Not saying every time, but people do tend to spend more for free shipping because it's the value perception. If you are a brand new eBay seller and you don't know, like I can look at a box and get an idea, okay, this is going to cost 25 bucks to go to California, but if it goes to Louisiana, it's only going to cost me 15 bucks. So when I calculate the price, I do the price based off of the cost of what it's going to cost to ship to California, not Louisiana. So I don't do free shipping. Shipping is just built into the price of the item instead. So
yes. Do you have other questions on here so far? Makes sense on the free shipping. Thanks for complimenting my dancing. Some people don't like it, but you know, it's one of those things when you're just living your best life. It's like you're unapologetically you, and that's just I dance, and some people don't like it, but I mean, I'm not the best dancer, but I'm happy to do it.
Did somebody make a comment about that? Yeah.
No, they said that they love the dancing, but other people, like
dance.
There's been comments on here. It's like, why are you always dancing or singing or laughing? No laughing.
Amanda Yeager, who did our THV 11 interview with Wake Up 11, our Wake Up Central. It's on our YouTube channel, like the little comments.
A local
she did an amazing job. She has a TikTok, like she's kind of like she has like 600,000 TikTok followers.
Yeah.
And she does videos highlighting the interesting comments that people leave her.
And part of me wants to do it, then part of me doesn't want to call people out because they're just people that.
One, we shouldn't do it. Two, we should. Put that in the comments below.
I don't know. It's like there's part of me that's like we could make it really funny, but
would we be petty?
Would that be petty? I don't know. But part of me is like it would be fun and funny. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. People are like,
I think we could have a great time doing so.
And then it might help other people who are like having a hard time with, because I will say, like, full disclosure, like I am like, Desi, what? And he's trying to tell us he's hungry, so he's throwing his food bowl around. So I'm gonna feed him in a second. But Joe's like, I'm feeding him now.
He like stop.
He takes his food bowl. He is the most emotional dog, y'all. And he just takes his food bowl and just like tosses it around with his paw and his nose until somebody feeds him. Not that we starve him. He eats just fine. What are you doing?
Well, I have to go get dog food.
He's
getting
stop
pretzels. Shavions. I interrupted. I apologize. I just seen Shavions from Conway, Arkansas.
See, Danny, that's what I was thinking, Danny. It's fun, but it might be bad for business.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Maybe we need to get a larger following first.
I don't know. I just think, I don't know. I'm a very openly emotional person. And my love language is words of affirmation. So when you guys come on here and you love on me, like it sticks with me and it blesses my heart. But on the other hand, I've had to do a lot of like work to like develop this boundary that when people are hypercritical of me, that I realize that they don't know me. And most of the people who are hypercritical are people who watch one video. So
yeah, and the husband and me is like, what did you just say about my wife? Like, I'm like a confrontational person. So like, not that like I'm a jerk, but like I don't avoid confrontation. So sorry, Siobhan. Is that right?
Siobhan, I like it.
Yes. We do not have a store, but we do have a flea market booth, and then we do have a selling group on Facebook that we sell a lot of the items from, unboxing from, that you can find items there. It's in the description.
I did it first.
Yeah, Cajun Reseller's not here, so I was doing the pig city thing. I don't know why. We used to have a warehouse, but it went against our why. And I know a lot of people will probably do a why vlog here before long about our why and how it's bigger than everything else. And it's our guide, it's our compass, our GPS to keep us on the path that we're on. So we'll do a video about that soon, because in the last 28 days, we've gained 12,000 subscribers. I think somebody just said something about we're going fast.
Jillian.
Yes. We were just at 5,000 subscribers 28 days ago. And
it's because of y'all.
Yeah.
Like really,
People
it's because of you guys. It's because
you're
of
watching videos. I don't know if y'all know how the YouTube algorithm works, but it's not about subscriber count on YouTube. It's about views. So the more views that you get, the more engagement with comments and likes, and the more videos you watch back to back. That's how YouTube says, okay, they're good. They want people to stay on the YouTube platform. So anytime that people are watching multiple videos at the same time, YouTube just keeps sharing it, and it's crazy, and that's what's happening.
I mean, it's crazy to me because we're just normal people, y'all.
Yeah.
We're just normal people, and you know, but we have a dream for people. We have a desire, and so we're just doing it. We're doing the thing, and even though it is like the most terrifying and scariest thing, especially for me, it's funny. It's like all my life I've been the kind of person that cares so much about what other people think about me, to a point where I'll even change my own personality, or I'll try to change it, not to make the other person comfortable, but to make that person like me, that they never actually know the real me. And so going through this whole, like my whole life, I'm 30 now, which is not, I know for some of you, you're like, oh, that's a baby, which, you know, I totally get that and I agree with you. But, you know, that 30 years is a long time to not know your worth.
Yeah.
And it's a long time to not know who you are and what makes you important and special. So just for me to like walk through all of this and then come to a place where those skills and those things really need I need to put them to use. It's really great to be able to do that with you guys, honestly.
Danny asked about eBay store and baby gates. Most of our pallet goods, like our eBay store, we have two. We have a private store that we don't share with anybody because we have things in there that we've worked hard for to find items that sell that we don't share with people. Our other eBay store, we don't sell a lot of items on there. Like our primary focus on buying liquidation is selling it local because we can make more money because we don't have to worry about shipping or fees. So all of the baby gates, if you're interested in the baby gate, we'll do our best to sell you a baby gate. But in all honesty, you could probably buy one brand new, cheaper online from like Amazon or eBay and have them send it to you than what it would cost us to be able to sell it and then ship it to you.
Like, you know, with you guys, a big thing is like a lot of people have been emailing me about like certain things that they want to purchase from us. And when I'm like, okay, send me your zip code so I can look at shipping. And when I do, I'm like, man, you could buy these brand new somewhere else. And I just don't want to do that to you guys, because we do have a way to make our money, but we don't want to make it at the expense of you having to pay more for something that's used or slightly used, that you can buy something, the exact same thing new somewhere else. Like that's just not in our...
But we have started putting a lot of our items...
I'm going to post this thing.
In our Facebook selling group, we've opened it up to anybody that wants to be in there. It used to only be people who were local, but our newfound success on YouTube is really changing the model of our business, and we're trying to figure it out a lot of things, because we have so many people that are wanting to buy items. That just like reselling is a tool for us, YouTube is a tool for us that helps us pursue the lifestyle that we want to live. So we are adjusting how we operate because we're growing on YouTube and it's actually paying us and making money on YouTube. Whereas the 2 years before, like we were making like pennies an hour.
That being said, with all of these people, there's a lot of people that are like, oh my gosh, I've been looking for that exact thing. Somebody had emailed us about a quilt color combination that actually you can't find on Amazon anymore. Mm-hmm. And they were like, I want that exact thing and I'm willing to pay shipping for it. So one thing that I did do, we did do, is we have a local selling group that we didn't before advertise because we wanted to do local pickup only. But there are so many people who want specific items that we have. And I don't want to just be like, oh, sorry, we can't sell them to you. I know you just watched us unbox it and that's exactly what you want, but we can't sell them to you. So what we've done is, for now, we're trying out this auction style Facebook group. And it's got a lot of our local people on there. But also, if you are the kind of person that is one of those people that's like, man, I wanted that, you know, like so many people we had these like huge like garden decoration butterflies, and we had so many people asking for them, and of course we did sell them, but we would have liked other people also, if they really wanted them, to have the opportunity. I do encourage you to comparison shop before you place a bid, because you may find it cheaper just because of the price of shipping. We don't have amazing shipping deals. We do use USPS, FedEx, and Pirate Ship, so we'll try and find you the best deal. But we, like I said, like Amazon, we can't beat their shipping costs, So I'm just full disclosure. We put it out there. You're welcome to join, to learn, to look, whatever you want to do. And if you decide to auction and buy something, absolutely, just do it. So
make sure as y'all ask questions, put them in all capital letters.
Yes.
So I'm going to answer
We're going to
Daniel
answer
Cortez question about, will you ever consider buying a whole truckload of product? The answer is yes.
We used to.
But we don't have the space for it right now. That we stay small on purpose. That we can easily grow and have a warehouse or a retail store. We could have that, but it's more than what we want to do at this point in our life. We have 3 kids that we want
are young.
Yes, we want to own a business. We don't want the business to own us.
Right.
So we stay at our house with the space that we have on purpose. It's so that we don't grow too fast. We're limited on how much that we can purchase because of the space that we have. And that will change over time as we have enough money to pay somebody to run a store for us. I believe I just talked about that in a vlog I did the other day, that we looked at getting a store, but we don't want to have to run the store. Like, we don't mind going there and meeting people and talking to people, but we don't want to have to do the day-to-day operations. We want to pay somebody to do that. So I gave you a lot more information than what you asked.
Yeah,
but I usually do.
We will at some point have a storefront. Like, I don't see us, like, the way that the business is going, in order for us to really make use of the opportunities that we have. But we want to be smart about it. We don't want to be like, oh yeah, we got all this stuff going on, like, let's go ahead and do it. Because in the end, like, the people who are going to lose out the most is our family, and that's why we're doing it. So if we do this the right way, if we go slow and organic, and we don't try to push anything to happen and we just keep grinding and doing what we're doing perfect. Like, for example, like, I need to be working in the business more than I already am. I do a lot of the YouTube stuff, answering comments and emails and things like that. But as for, like, a lot of the other things that I want to be able to do, like, we have to work on our processes first. It doesn't make sense to hire and move when what we're doing now is already not as efficient as we could make it. So perfect what we have, then grow organically.
Yeah. So speaking about, Jessica Shields has a question about the show.
It says, how do you feel about the prices that were quoted on the show?
So what did y'all think about the show?
What did you guys think about it?
I know we weren't on there, except for the part about me working in my underwear. Don't worry. I don't do that. I don't film, but I do film in gym shorts and a polo shirt a lot of times. You just don't see the bottom half. But the prices on the show.
I think that resellers all have different... You also have to consider that the people that were on the show last Tuesday, they are in places that are very different from our area. In Arkansas, the price of living is very, very low. We could not charge those prices. But, Steve and Steph, they're in California. You've got somebody who's in New York, Bobby and Selena, who are in New York. And then Chuck and Chris, who were also featured on the show, they are in...
Ohio. In Toledo, Ohio.
Yeah, so they're in these big metropolitan cities.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch more people. The price of living is significantly higher. So I'm not going to sit here and say that, maybe they priced them high in the excitement of things or whatever. I just know that our business model is a little bit different because we do the volume game. We don't necessarily want to squeeze every penny out of stuff. We want to keep cash flow moving. Yeah. So you'll find when we are featured on the show next Tuesday, you'll find our prices a lot lower.
We took into account fees and shipping.
Yes. And really, if you think about it, they do it like, if you've seen the video, they do it like a competition. And I doubt we're going to win any of those competitions because we didn't know that that's how they were going to do it to begin with. And secondly, we wanted to give very realistic numbers. And so, we're likely never going to just make the most money on a pallet just because we price our items a lot lower than most people. And we price items, I think that we probably price items way low.
Yeah, I think you'll see it in the show next week.
Yeah.
you'll see next week that I think the prices from the show are pretty consistent with the prices that you see in our unboxing videos. I loved how it was entertainment based.
Yeah.
That I love the flow of the show. I felt like it was engaging. It was entertaining. It's good to see all different types of models in the business. Like Chuck and Chris, they sell mostly on eBay. They have like a 10,000 square foot warehouse. They have over 5,000 eBay listings. So they have the space to be able to let stuff sit on the shelf a little bit longer to where they can get top dollar. And then I know Steve and Steph, they do reselling. They don't do as much pallet flipping as they used to because YouTube's a business. Like they have a large following. So it's more entertainment based for them. But, you know.
Yep.
So, yeah.
And TJ, I will say that like managing truckloads was a little overwhelming.
Yeah.
Especially if you don't have systems in place. But if you think about it, you know, like if it takes you, you know, if you have this model, like we did our warehouse, we sold our big stuff online and locally. Then we had like bargain bin items. So the way that we marketed was that we've always just been a move items fast kind of person. And so if you're that way, then buying truckloads actually isn't as overwhelming because you can get through a pallet and a half in a day.
You have to have a team though.
Yeah, you do. You have to have systems and a team.
I found that when we were doing truckloads, I could list a pallet and a half a day, testing and all that stuff.
Yep. Let's see. Okay, Jake wants to know how we manage our inventory, testing, listing, keeping up with it all.
Whitney. It's called Whitney.
We have our employee. She's more than an employee to us, though. She's one of our
family.
managers. She's our family. And we have naturally we have areas of expertise. It's not really the word I'm looking for. Responsibilities. So you know, it's kind of one of those like we have like right now we're kind of reinventing because our wholesale market right now is not as good as it used to be because of COVID. So we're having to adjust our business where we're actually doing a lot more pallets and liquidation right now because our wholesale market, which used to be our bread and butter, is not making the money that we need it to be. So, but we can't source our items the way that we used to. So we're just having to adjust to a lot of things. And we're also getting ready for the possible pallets rising in cost after A&E airs this show. So there's just a lot of stuff that we're just trying to do. So right now, you're asking us like, how do we manage our inventory and everything like that? Right now, we're adjusting that where really when we go through a pallet, we decide, are we going to sell it on eBay or are we going to sell it locally? And then we decide, with eBay listings, we put those off to the side and somebody manages that. Somebody is going to do that. We
have Whitney, then we have a virtual assistant that does pertinent information, price comps, all that. So all I have to do is go in, review the listing, and send it through.
Right.
That allows us to do a lot more volume because we do have a team. Like we said earlier, that we want to own our business. We don't want our business to own us.
Yes.
And being resellers, a lot of people, they quit their jobs, become resellers, and still find themselves unhappy because they're in slavery now to their job because, one, they want to do everything themselves. They don't think they can afford help or whatever reason, but you will never be able to take a vacation, days off, couple days, here and there, if you do everything yourself because it's not possible. So we always encourage that it's going to cost you more money up front. Like we took a lot less money as a couple because Whitney's been working full time for us for over 3 years now. And we've taken a lot less money, especially during slow times as a couple, but that has allowed us to build something bigger that we are capable of doing with just the two of us. So.
Hey, can a mod handle that? Thank you. Thank you very much. So that we're just kind of adjusting right now.
Yep.
So thank you, mods. All right. So if Jake, if you need any more clarification on that, please just let me know.
I know,
and we'll talk about that a little bit more.
Yeah, I know. TJ at Pallet Jack, and they're doing some inventory management type stuff. I know that Chris at Daily Refinement, he has done a lot of inventory type stuff.
If you want somebody who's good at processes, if you're trying to develop the process of your business, Daily Refinement is a great place to go. That's we were part of his Patreon group when it was $100 a month, and it was worth every penny.
Yep.
Worth every penny. I loved it. So, Leah wants to know, where or how did you get started? Did we jump in with large pallets or did we start small? We did not jump in.
We did jump in.
Well, no, we didn't, because we started with, we were resellers first and foremost.
Yes.
For example, like Joe was reselling before we were married. And then once we got married, I joined the reselling team, and we did mostly wholesale stuff. And we did a few things here and there, but we did mostly wholesale stuff. And then the market changed, and we were struggling to grow, because we really wanted to grow it a little bit bigger than we were. We were in like an 81 square foot 3rd bedroom in our house. And so we were like, we really want more than this. And it was just kind of uncomfortable where we were. So we ended up doing that. But then, we started watching YouTubers, and we were like, well, maybe we can try thrifting, but we don't like to shop. So it didn't work out. And so we were like, well, we need to find a way to get products that we can sell that aren't wholesale so that we can resell those items. Joe went on, I think it was bulk.com.
Liquidation.
Oh, it was liquidation.com. And we bought our first large pallet. Now, in retrospect, I always tell people start with lots. Boxes, because you don't have to worry about shipping in that way, like having to organize freight. Lots that come in boxes, they're easier to ship. You can just pay normal shipping. FedEx can deliver it to you. But we didn't do that, and we made a lot of mistakes. Our first pallet was awful. It was salvage items of things like, we saw these Instapots and crock pots and coffee stuff, coffee pots, all pots, lots of pots and pans. And we were like, oh yeah, this is going to be great. We're going to resell all of this. But we didn't realize that what salvage actually meant. And had we done more research in the front end, we probably wouldn't have made those mistakes. I tell Joe this all the time. I'm like, I don't know how we got that pallet, and it was so awful, and then we continued to do it. I'm not quite sure, because it definitely wasn't my decision. It had to have been his, because I would have been like, nope.
I'm a risk taker.
He was like, we made a mistake, but we can still do it. And I'm like, oh.
I just know in life that, like, when I look back in life, like, I don't want the 70-year-old me to look back and be like, man, I wish I would have tried that. I wish that I would have gave that a shot. So that's me.
And I'm thankful that he's like that, because I am not by nature.
But I'm thankful that she's not as risk adverse. Because now that we talk, somebody asked earlier how long we've been together. We met May
2015.
2015. We got married September the 12th of 2015.
Is it the 12th?
Yeah, I think so.
I thought it was the 13th.
No, it's the 12th. It was an even number.
Okay.
One of them days. And we got married a couple months later. Here we are 5 years later, almost celebrating our 5-year anniversary next month.
We have been through the ringer.
Yes. Because we didn't used to talk. Like, what y'all see now, everybody's like, oh, y'all are so good together. Y'all so good together.
We were not like that the whole time, y'all.
And it's even funny, like, people will say that on an unboxing video, and they don't even know that, like, just 30 minutes before
we were in an argument.
We were in an argument because different creative desires, how to see things coming through, that we were fighting, having to take a drive around the block to the gas station to get a bang
and a Twix
bar to chill out so that we could do something to where y'all don't even see it on camera.
What I will say is that one of the things that has really helped is that one thing that I realized is that Joe and I most of the time were saying the same thing in different ways.
Yeah.
And we're so complete. Like, if you have a spectrum of like personality, Joe is here, I am here. We're like, whoa. And so we had to learn how to communicate. I had to learn how to communicate in a way that he would understand, in a way that he hears, and he has to communicate in a way that I hear. And it takes a lot of time, and it's really, really awkward at first. Like, sometimes we like try to have communication in a different way, and he would say it, and I'd be like, this sounds so inauthentic, but I know you're trying. And same with me, like, I would try to say something, and he'd be like,
and I'll be like, we'll be arguing, and then like we'll stop, and then like a day later, because we know that like when your amygdala is all jacked up and you're all emotional, like, you're not going to hear anyway. So it's like, hit the stop button, take a breather, try to figure out what the heck just happened, and then come back the next day or later that day and be like, so what I heard you saying was this, and I'm like, I can see how I was being a jerk, and I'm sorry.
And 9 times out of 10, both of us have something to apologize for. Like it's never just one person's fault. And if you can take responsibility for your half without expecting the other person to take responsibility for their half, you apologize because you did something wrong, not because they made you do something wrong, then like that opens up like the walls between you come crashing down. You can actually have an actual conversation.
Yep.
So that's like 2 or 3 years of very, very bad communication and having to figure out how to do it.
Funny story. Do you want to tell the story?
Which story?
We're married.
Okay. I don't know. Are we at this level of friendship that I can like tell them that?
It's yeah.
Okay, I'll tell, and then we're gonna move on to questions. Okay. All right. So there was this one. I am a runner awayer. Like when it comes to conflict, I'm the kind of person that like, and not anymore because I've done a lot of training. I'm actually Joe. I don't know if you guys know this, but Joe and I are ordained ministers. And we actually used to teach at a school of ministry and run it for the most part. Mm-hmm. And we actually taught relational stuff, a lot of relational stuff, and we learned along the way. So there was this one time where Joe was like, I had said something ridiculous. Full disclosure, this was my fault. I said something, I don't even remember what we were fighting about. Do you?
I don't know.
Okay, well,
I was 35. You were 25.
I remember specifically at the end of this. I was like, yeah, that was my bad. But like, I said something, and then he said something, and then you know how like things go really fast when you argue. You start arguing, and then things start going really, and you're like, how did we get here? And finally, I was like, I'm going to my parents' house. I'm leaving, and I started like walking back to the bedroom, and Joe was just following me around, going, but dude, we're married. Like, where are you gonna? You can't stay there.
We're married. Like, we are married.
And he was just following me around because, you know, I'm running away from this uncomfortable situation. And Joe's like, no, we're going to fight this out and get through it.
We're not dating and you can just go to your house. We're married.
You live here. I live here. Where are you going to go? Yeah. Anyway, so every once in a while, like we'll start fighting or like arguing, or we don't really fight like rah anymore, but we have our spats and our arguments, and every once in a while, one of us will stop and be like, "But dude, we're married."
Yeah.
And it usually stops it. It's like an inside joke, but now you guys are in on it.
So, autographs. That's just weird to me.
And you're just going to sell it on eBay anyway.
Maybe like we want to buy a lot of merchandise. We don't have a lot of money. To just go out and buy a lot of merchandise. We want to support local business as much as possible, so we're not going to use these big online like Printful and stuff or Printly. So we try to order local and then sell it.
Well, Julian did already call dibs on the first autograph.
So
he did.
Maybe as we get some merchandise that we plan on getting, we'll do some autographs for you guys if you request it. Because I'm not going to say no.
That's
if
weird,
what you
though.
Want, but it's still.
But if I see it
weird.
on eBay, I'm coming to find you.
Yes, I'm going to file a Vero claim for copyright infringement.
I know. Anyway, okay, so Kay McCoy wants to know if we ever dumpster dive. I can't handle the smells.
I did when I was like 10, digging for aluminum cans, but no way now. Heck no, not our cup of tea.
I have a very sensitive nose.
She does.
And like this trash can lid is open, and I can smell it. We had to get a trash can with a lid because I couldn't handle the smell. And like if somebody like passes gas like 12 feet that way, I can smell it in like 5 seconds. I can't.
She can.
Yeah. So like I'll be in the living room and like Joe will pass gas. Like
I never fart.
Whatever. You such a liar.
Did y'all hear that laugh?
Really, I can't handle the smell, and he'll do it, and I'll be like, "Who did it?"
Yeah.
And Joe will be like, and this might be a little weird, and maybe a little TMI, but I can tell all of my family members, like my kids and my husband and my dog, they all have different smelling gas, and I can tell the difference.
So, Robert Johnson asked, "Do we sell on multiple platforms? And if so, are our prices higher than Facebook prices?" I'm laughing so hard I can't see. The answer, Robert, is we sell on eBay because it's easy. We don't like to do it's extra work. I don't know if y'all are listening or if y'all are still laughing. But the prices, if we sell an item on eBay versus locally, we generally don't double list because if it sells on eBay and then somebody on Facebook wants it,
can fart freely.
Thank you. I appreciate that. She'll smell it.
I can smell it through the phone.
For any of us. It's just too much to keep track of. But if we sell some on eBay, the price is going to be more because it's going to reflect shipping versus a local price on Facebook. If it's in our selling group, those prices are at a discount because it's y'all. We're trying to offer a discount to you guys. And also business-wise, the more that we sell, the more unboxing videos that we're able to do, the more content we're able to do, which helps us out in the end, which from a lot of people, they want more videos. So
this is a non-alcoholic beverage. There's nothing in this cup besides, I think it's my Bang. Yes, it is.
Yes.
Because I wanted coffee, but I didn't finish my energy drink yet because I have work to do after this. He's like, right, sure. I promise. I'm like this normally. Y'all don't want to see me when I'm inebriated.
So Uncle Bo, Tony, wants to know about the 3 pallets that we bought local. And I will say that I got a full refund on all 3 pallets.
I'm just going to sip my tea.
Because
that's it.
But
you can see the video. We posted one last Wednesday. The next one will be out next Wednesday. And then we will also, we'll probably take a break from the last one and do a different one and then come back to it because I just need a break.
Yeah.
It's like an emotional roller coaster. Like I really do feel deeply. And so you can tell in the videos, especially this last one that I posted, halfway through it, you can just see like, I'm trying to be positive, but I'm like, can't do it.
So, I mean, you could see the question, you could see the possibility of the issue in the vlog that we did when we went to get those pallets. There was not, all of the information was not disclosed to us. Information was withheld purposely. So those are a different pallet program, but I still can't vouch for.
Talking about Julie.
Yeah, I personally will never purchase from them again. What people do, it's up to you. But me personally, we have parted ways and won't be doing business again.
Jason, Chuck and Chris from Extreme Unboxing, I believe that they had a YouTube channel, and I think they're getting back into it. I also know that we obviously know that WBK Ultra has a YouTube channel. Who else? Steve and Steph.
Yeah.
Hooked on Pickin', Heather and Paul. And then there's also Bobby and Selena.
They're like goods galore.
Yeah, they just started a YouTube channel. I think like they just posted their first video here shortly. Like I think maybe today or yesterday.
Yeah.
So I think at some point all of us are going to have YouTube channels. So if you guys want to see what they're doing in their businesses, that'd actually probably be a good idea.
At some point, we're probably, as we're able to travel more freely,
maybe go see them.
Because of you guys watching our YouTube videos, we plan on trying to go and visiting them in all of their different places, take the family, go on a road trip. I think it'd be fun, and y'all get to see different types of reselling,
which would be
pallet
cool.
flipping businesses to kind of see what you like to do.
Oh, that's sweet. Frankie said, I can't believe you only started dating in 2015. You seem like you've been married 20 years.
Yeah.
I kind of appreciate that.
We never really dated. I interviewed her the first time we really talked, and we were pretty much engaged after that.
Did you guys watch the pallet unboxing with the moon? Where we talked about the moon story and how Joe and I have that connection with the moon. We were pretty much engaged after that. And that was the second time we'd seen each other.
Yeah, but the first time that we'd actually talked.
Wow, that's
Rita.
Cool. Rita, you love us so well.
So I'm not, I'm sure at some point I'll tell the full story because I'm a justice seeker. But I don't want to be mean at the same time.
Hey, okay, so Jessica wants to know how many items we have kept from all of our pallets. Now, we bought lots of pallets, remember? So let me, just hold on 1 second.
So we bought our first
this
lamp.
Came off a pallet. That clock came off a pallet. These curtains and the curtain rod.
Pallet.
Off a pallet. Oh, and this shelf over here.
Pallet.
The flowers. Pallet.
Yeah.
This set of flowers is also from a pallet.
Pallet right there.
Hey, why are you doing that?
I
don't know. No, we're filming on the phone, dude.
Oh. I forgot.
We are not drunk, I promise.
Well, we're looking at the computer.
Babe, he's been up since 5 a.m. in his defense.
I haven't slept all week. In 2 weeks, I haven't slept. My nerves have been so shot. I was really pointing the computer that we're not even
oh my gosh,
on.
like our anything you see on our walls,
everything.
Except for this one picture that he bought for me for Valentine's Day, but everything came off a pallet.
What
You
am
can't.
the painting. I picture. Yeah, I did.
But yeah, it's. Babe, what in the world?
Hey, I don't know. I didn't think it through. You know, I do things sometimes. But we had bought this guy, we bought 5 pallets, and I was like, let's get a warehouse. We'll start buying truckloads. So we did that in October 2018, right? And I'm like, hey, let's pack up our house and move closer to our warehouse. So the next month, we moved houses. And I'm like, what is this? So we've got a truckload, and like we need a new decor because we actually, at that point in our marriage, we actually had some money. Before that, like, we were using PayPal money that day to go buy groceries. Are y'all still making fun of me? Y'all better stop it or I'm going to get off of here. Y'all are being mean to me. I'm going to go make a TikTok video about how y'all's mean comments are affecting me.
They're not being mean. They're laughing with you.
So most of the stuff in our house is, yes.
Woo!
Thank you, T.
T has he sells, he or she, T could be either. You sell on Etsy. That's pretty cool.
Yes.
I was just looking at that. Oh, gosh. Who's looking through the door? Who's looking through the door? What do you mean? What door? Is somebody looking through the door? Oh, no.
Yes.
Autograph on a pallet and send it to you. That's a good idea.
We do have ideas about as our YouTube revenue increases.
TJ doesn't like dumpster diving. He's rolling his eyes.
I've got ideas of like coming and visiting, and it is going well. But we've got lots of things planned because the more successful that we are, the more that we want to share it with y'all. Because if it wasn't for y'all watching, we would not be very successful.
Christy wants to know, you just started CrossFit, which is awesome, by the way.
Yeah.
What shoes would I recommend? I am a huge fan. They're a little pricey, but they're totally worth it in my opinion because I've gone through probably 3 or 4 pairs of shoes since I started a year ago. And these ones by far are the best. But I do the Noble shoes, and they have some trainers, but I do not recommend you running them. I haven't tried the runners yet, just not in the budget right now. But I do have a pair of like just some basic Nike runners that.
Y'all are awesome.
Touchdown! Wow! But I do have some Nike runners. They just hurt my shins when, because I don't have great running form to begin with. So yes, Noble. To answer
I
your
bought
question.
some Reebok Nano 5s, new open box off of eBay that I like, but I definitely like the look of the Nobles.
Oh my gosh, David, orange. They're not going to fart on me.
Oh,
and,
no.
And
I want to live.
Blindfolded. That would be an interesting experiment.
We could do some fun stuff like that.
But I mean, maybe not the farting.
No, not the farting, because
but something else for sure. Like I could yeah.
Yeah. Our baby gates are outrageously priced.
Somebody said that.
Somebody just messaged us.
I'm trying to get through this, but I'm laughing. You guys are so hilarious.
This is me tired, y'all. I have not been sleeping well at all. I think the night of the premiere, I could not sleep. It was probably after 1 o'clock before I fell asleep, and then I started waking up at 5 o'clock. So this is me just a little tired.
And Vince, yes, we did get a full refund. I know that in the past, I don't know, Vince. I think you warned us about it anyway. I think it was you that warned us about it, but we did it anyway. Yeah. Somebody warned us, and we were like, well, we're going to see. We're going to check it out, because
go ahead.
We had this conversation. We had already planned on doing it and told them we were going to do it to begin with, so we were kind of just following through with what we said. Mm-hmm. But yes, we did end up getting a full refund on those pallets.
Yes. If we didn't do YouTube, we would not have. I feel like, I don't feel like we would have.
Siobhan wants to know where we get our pallets from, just liquidation.com or other places as well. One thing I want to say about us that may not be applicable to everybody else is that we're creatures of habit. So we look for certain kinds of pallets. Now, we like Amazon general merchandise pallets. A lot of people don't. Some people prefer other things. I mean, we like Target.com, Walmart.com, as long as they're .com shelf pulls, but those can be a little pricey. But Amazon general merchandise shelf pulls and non-cherry picked returns, we really do like. So we look for those, and we're not really, as long as the liquidator that we're using, like I said, like we're having those conversations and building those relationships with people, and we like them, we just continue to buy them until they don't have them anymore. So we've been on a liquidation.com kick because we've been having good results with them. We're like, why fix they're
all Amazon shelf pull pallets from a particular location. We knew what to expect. We knew that we were probably going to be able to sell all the stuff for around $1,000 to $1,500.
Yeah.
And they're really consistent with that.
And so we just keep purchasing from them until it doesn't work for us anymore, or they're out of them, and then we look for something else. And we're currently not that liquidation.com is out of the pallets that we personally like, but that we're always looking for the next set in case that runs out or something happens, because we don't want to be in a dry spell.
Yeah, like right now, like there didn't used to be a liquidator within 5 hours from us, but now there's 3 or 4 liquidators within 3 hours from us that have just opened up in the last 3 to 4 months, that we are now in the process of building relationships with them so that we can buy from them, because it's those places that are not as likely to raise prices if the show becomes popular and there is an increased demand on pallets. We feel like liquidation.com, a lot of the online bidding auction websites, that those prices, thank you, that those prices are going to go up because that's people bidding on it. It's controlled by the consumer, not by the seller. So I would just be cautious of those.
Yep.
Julian, I have talked to Leah, the owner of J3L Ventures in Benton, and we're wanting to build a relationship with them when they start selling different pallets. These particular pallets we have experience with, and we're not going to be buying those pallets because we know where they came from.
Let's see. How do we organize our boxes in our garage? I noticed some are, and then it got cut off. So
right now, they're not very organized.
But we know where they are.
Yes, because we just moved the garage around probably 6 weeks ago, and we've been so far behind with the rapidly growing YouTube channel.
Oh, there it is. Notice the boxes and shelves aren't labeled.
Some of them are. A lot of the bins are. Some of it's not. It's a work in progress. Like Whitney's back from furlough now, and she's going to start doing a lot of the organization.
She's so good at it.
And stuff, so that we can get caught up, because we rearranged the warehouse. You have to go the garage. You'd have to watch some of the vlogs where the process of us doing it, why we did it. But I didn't finish completing it because we got busy with other stuff.
It's just one of those things where it's like one of the things about our vlogs and our videos and stuff, I know a lot of people tend to be like not you guys are just asking questions, but a lot of people are like, well, why did you do it this way? Like almost with a critical nature. And it's like, I think a lot of people, one of the things is like all of this, like we will never have it perfect, because life is always going to change and we're always going to have to adjust to that change. So we're always a work in progress. We move our bedrooms around, we move our stuff around because in that season we need something. And then once that season is over, we're going to have need for something else, and things are always changing. So same with this, as we move from not being as wholesale generated into this like liquidation centered part of our business where that's taking a bigger chunk, we're having to rearrange accordingly. And that's just going to be a work in progress. And we're just going to keep moving things and making things better. But it's like what was better in this season may not be better in the next season. So that's kind of, right now, the shelves aren't labeled. We know where everything is, but that doesn't mean we're going to keep it that way.
Yeah.
We're going to rearrange it so it's even better. And then at some point, that's not going to work anymore. And so we're just going to do something else.
Yep.
So.
Leah K asks, can you get shelf pull straight from Amazon or just Liquidators? Only Liquidators. Amazon has like a couple of main liquidators that they sell to that buy, I don't know, hundreds of truckloads a day. They then sell to other liquidators. Those liquidators sell to other liquidators. And then a lot of times they sell to liquidators and then they sell to people like us. So the liquidation game, there are so many hands in the middle. It's crazy. It's so crazy how many hands there are in the middle making money off of it. But so the closer that you can get to the source, the more money that you can make, but the more money you have to have and the larger quantities that you're going to have to buy in.
It's a lot.
Yep.
We did sell the Cricut machines, probably maybe a week after. We had a few sales fall through because we sold them locally. But yes, we ended up selling them pretty quickly. And how much did we sell them for?
And what's that?
The Cricut machines?
Like $350 and $325.
I think that's what it was.
Once we had done, we had priced them a little bit high on when we done the unboxing video, and then we found out later on, I don't know, like 3 weeks later, I finally found the exact listing, and they're like $400. I think we had priced them for like $500 or $550, which was a little bit overstated. That's just because when you're doing, I don't think a lot of people realize, like when you're doing an unboxing video, it's hard. Like you're under the pressure of trying to make it as fast as possible, as smooth as possible, not jumble over your words, and trying to get prices as fast as possible.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little tough. We make mistakes.
When we were processing pallets, we could process a whole pallet and go through it in an hour. But when you're filming it, that hour turns into 3.5, 4 hours. And then it takes me 3.5 to 4 hours to edit it. So it's like a huge investment of time. So it's just, we're getting better. We're doing the best that we can,
Yep.
And trying to keep things as smooth as possible, but we're just learning how to do it. So, Julian says that Southern Liquidation is going to lose a lot of business after our review. And that's not necessarily, like there's other pallets there that we have not tried.
There's other pallets there that you like, those Amazon 8-foot tall pallets. I would buy them because they come direct from Amazon that way. There's no opportunity for cherry picking. The same thing with like Target, those Target pallets that they have. I wouldn't mind those, but in this business, in liquidation, that trust is the prime currency that I'm going to use. And if I don't have that, then I don't have that. And there's lots of other people that I can buy from that I trust. And I don't even mind paying more money for something as long as I know I can trust.
And that's the thing. It's like, one of the main things that Joe and I have talked about intensively, like when we grow our business, and we've had like people reaching out to us for like brand deals and certain things like that. And it's like one of the things that we want to make sure that we never stray away from, no matter how big we get, is integrity and authenticity, because I think that's one thing that I want to be known for. Like, I want to be known as somebody who is honest. Like when you guys say, you're honest and you're real, like that means a lot to me, because that's exactly what I want to portray. So for me, it's not, I don't want to go before the Lord and know that I've scammed a bunch of people or know that I've been fake or inauthentic. Like that would hurt me more than anything that anyone could say to me. And so, I'm not going to sit here and say don't buy from them, but I'm going to say that because of our experience, we will not buy from them. Yeah. And you guys can take that for whatever. You can watch the unboxing videos. They are not.
Gather your own opinion.
And then you can go and you can talk to them, and you can, whatever you want to do and make your own decisions based on our experiences. But we're not going to tell you how to run your business, because that's your business. That's your baby.
Just know, if you buy Amazon, they're called floor load pallets. And you want to know whose hands they have been through and what they are doing with those pallets. And if they're selling items themselves. And if they are, exactly what items are they selling.
And keep in mind, liquidators like buy from other liquidators.
Yeah.
So, it's one of those things where it's like you can buy, like you can ask them, do you sell? Do you resell? And they can tell you no, but the person that they bought the pallets from,
They do.
They do. And so it's just going down that chain line. And so, those are questions that you need, like if there's an art form to interviewing and to asking questions. So as we go and we interview these liquidators and things like that, listen to the questions that we're asking and how we're asking them, because a lot of times the answer we're looking for is not the question that we asked.
Yeah. And we've got 2 other visits planned. We plan on going to, I spoke with Travis at Northwest Arkansas Bargain Barns. And it was a very good conversation. He's invited us to come in when he processes loads to record
Liquidation inception. Yes.
The whole process, see what's going on. The same thing with Market Street in Springfield, Missouri, that we're going to do the same thing with them. And I'd love to be able to do it with lots of other liquidators too, as we are able to. Right now, we can't. We have 3 kids. Like, we don't have a whole lot of money. But if YouTube continues to take off, we'll be able to go and do that for y'all, and even meet y'all at places and kind of give a tour and a little hangout and stuff.
Sure, yeah, for sure. We are at 59 minutes of streaming, so I want to say this before, because sometimes my phone will crash.
Oh,
so
we are on the phone.
If the app on my phone crashes, I'm going to immediately start another live
Holy
stream.
cow, there's 222 people watching. We never had that many watching before.
That's exciting.
Wow, that's awesome.
I'm just so into like having conversation with you.
We used to have like 2 people and then no people watching. This is crazy. Thank y'all.
T, who told me, she's
Yeah.
she asks, can you buy smaller liquidation instead of pallets if you have low budget?
Yes.
Yes, you can. I would also look into a lot of these liquidators. They also have things called lots, which come in boxes.
Yeah.
And those boxes can be shipped, like FedEx, UPS, things like that. So it'll save you a little bit on shipping while you're learning how to do stuff. And actually, I recommend it. I do.
If you check out Pallet Jacking on YouTube, they do a lot of, and there's other people that do, but I know TJ and April. I know them. Like, we have a relationship,
I can vouch
so
for them.
I send people to them because I know them. There's probably other people out there that have videos also.
Actually, TJ's on here. If you want to drop your
or if somebody else
or something, or if any of you out there
has Pallet Jackins, they do a lot of small lot purchases.
Somebody.
And you can see where they get it from, how much they're getting it from, the type of items, the type of profit margins that you can expect from those. They're a great resource.
Yeah, I mean, here's what I'm gonna say. Like, if you're looking, if you have done your research and you want to buy a specific type of pallet, and you want to sell a specific type of item, or you want to buy from a specific liquidator, go on YouTube and find an unboxing so you know what kind of products to expect. Thank you, TJ. So you can find what kind of products you might expect and what these people are selling them for. Do some research on the comps yourself, and kind of see what's going on. Because the more information that you can gather for specific items, like, it's great that you want to watch all these unboxings, and if it's an entertainment value for you, then don't worry about it. But if you're wanting to get into the business, like, try to you look at the big picture, but then also as you do research and you start figuring out what kind of products you want to sell, how you're going to sell them, then go and find all of these people out there who have videos or blog posts or articles or whatever, and you start researching like specific things.
Yeah. And I would even say that with unboxing videos, I don't know if this is in every case, but if they are giving out a promo code like for wholesalelots.com, 10% off or 15% off your purchase, that they have worked with the liquidator to offer that those unboxing videos, those lots may have come specially packed from the liquidator, and they may be the cream of the crop. You don't know. And I'm not saying it happens, but it's an opportunity. I just know if I was a business wanting to promote my business and somebody was going to unbox my product and I knew it, I would probably pick the best to make myself look best.
Which is why a lot of times Joe and I have to be really careful, because a lot of people want to, offer those kinds of things. And I'm like, let's just be.
Let me buy 5 or 6 pallets from you
first,
and if we like them, then we can look at doing that.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Let me see. Where else have we been? Where else are we at? Smart Lots. We have not bought from Smart Lots.
Pallet Jacking has though.
But TJ has, and April. TJ and April have. I love y'all's comments. I'm like sitting here reading it. I actually go through and read them again.
Thank you, Patricia Brown. A lot of people just watching. I think mostly everybody on our YouTube channel has just been subscribed in the last 3 months. If you've been subscribed longer than 3 months, will y'all put that in the comment section?
Just curious.
Because y'all are like, well, everybody below 10,000 is like the OGs, but we were there like 10 days ago. And we're at 17,000. So yeah, while she's looking through comments, Tuesday night, we want to have a watch party with you guys that we make our debut on Extreme Unboxing. We are in both episodes of Extreme Unboxing Tuesday night. So we are going to start a thread on our Facebook page for the show that if y'all can get on that thread Tuesday night, take pictures of yourself showing that you're watching it with us. That way we can kind of know that we're watching it with everybody. We're going to pick some random winners in there to get some free merch from us. I don't know, shirts or something. So we'll get with you about all kinds of stuff.
And speaking of mods, would you guys shoot me an email?
Yes. And if you ordered a shirt, go ahead.
Also your shirt size?
Yes. And I dropped the ball. I forgot to send the email for the shirt order, so they're running a little bit behind. I'm extremely sorry. We'll throw in an extra cool little gift for you guys to make up for my slacking. But then Tuesday night, we're going to have an after party for Extreme Unboxing. We'll do a special live video that night at 10 p.m. Central Time. I know if you live on the East Coast, it's going to be extremely late. It's going to be like 11 o'clock at night.
That's true. She's Kiwi girl's in New Zealand. She can't watch it with us.
You can watch the next day. Dang. But you'll be able to watch. I'm
TJ,
sorry.
I can do something for you, though.
Yeah.
I'm going to do something for you.
Yes.
Even though you ordered the shirts, because you're super supportive.
Yeah.
Jessica.rinsing@thefamilyflips.com.
And it's in the description of this video.
Lenora, we use Premiere Pro, Adobe Premiere Pro to edit our videos. I'm not going to sit there and I like it because it's integrated, because I have the suite, because I use it for a lot of things. I even use it for homeschool, like Photoshop, and I created our logo on Illustrator, and just I like how it all integrates, so I can move from one program to another if I need it. So that's why I use it. But you know, there's a lot of Premiere Pro's actually got quite a learning curve to it.
It does.
So if you're trying to figure out how to edit videos, I don't know why you asked, so I'm not sure. I'm just making an assumption now, so I hope I'm not like just totally wrong. But there are a lot of much simpler programs that you can use. I just am complicated by nature, I guess.
I like it, but it's what I learned on. I'm sure there's easier stuff, but it's been like 3 months since I've been editing videos now, hasn't it?
Yeah, he's
She's
doing a great
much
job.
better job of editing than I do.
He's amazing. He does a great job. All those vlogs that you guys have been watching, that's him. He does the shots. He does all of it. He says that I'm better, but I don't agree.
Better. Her unboxing videos, the way she cuts and like she does the different stuff, I'm like, I can't even do that. I just started to learn how to use video transitions where it's like.
Thanks, T. She downloaded the A&E app just to watch us.
Oh, thank you.
She's so supportive. I love you guys. You guys are just amazing.
Did y'all read the, if y'all aren't following us on Facebook, you should, or Instagram. We post
My
more
dad
on...
says he's been here for over a year. Thanks, Dad.
We post on Facebook a lot more because it's easier to post on Facebook. You don't have to have pictures and all kinds of stuff. But we shared an article last night from celebpie.com. I don't even know what kind of name that is, but celebpie.com.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah.
But it's really cool. They have these huge write-ups on the other people, and then we're like a small blurb on the bottom that's
At the very bottom.
We're the underdogs.
No, the dark horses.
Which I had to Google. I didn't even know what that meant.
Because we are like we had less than 800 subscribers when A&E or when it was production company. They found us. We have by far the smallest reselling
with
business.
a dark horse.
But you'll see.
Oh, we should get T-shirts with a dark horse on it.
Oh, that's a great idea. I like it. But I'm not biased. Maybe I'm biased. Y'all will see come Tuesday night because Blake and Max are going to make their debut also. So y'all will be able to have seen everybody on the show.
WBK is going to be in both of them too if you guys watch him.
He is in both of them.
He's in both of them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so yes, but dark horse, that's a cool. I like that.
I kind of like it. I was
Yeah.
like, it kind of actually reminded me a little bit of like, you know, the Trojan horse. Like you come in like all sneaky. I don't know.
Like a Trojan horse, like we're gonna come take over the world.
Yeah, we're gonna sneak in and just like, conquer it all.
You sent us an email. We're not really. We're hacking your computer. We're that smart. Yes. We're like pinking the brain. Every night, how do we take over the world today? So that's hilarious.
One thing I do want to say is that we're Joe and I are kind of in this, like everything in our lives right now, it's like all in transition,
Rapidly changing.
It's all changing. But I'm trying to figure out a way, and I'm telling you guys this to update you, but also maybe you guys can give us some feedback on what you guys think. But our channel is like, the bigger that it grows, like the more the demand for more entertainment as opposed to educational value, like most, like, and I still, like, we're founded as an educational basis for people to be able to reach their dreams. So I'm wondering, like, how do we cater to both parties here? The people who are there just to enjoy the lifestyle and watch the unboxing. Am I hitting you in the face? I'm sorry.
No, I just have thoughts.
Oh, he has thoughts. He always has thoughts.
I have thoughts about this. It's something I've been thinking about for a while.
Yeah. So I don't know. Part of me.
If you go ahead.
No, go for it.
If you're a reseller, then you will probably understand this comment or this statement, because it's not just a comment, line of thinking, thought process, is that just like in reselling, that there are certain items that sell better on Amazon than they do on eBay. There's some items that are specifically for like Etsy or Mercari or Poshmark that may not do well or make as much money as they are on other platforms. YouTube is the same way. Like these videos, like physical products, liquidation, that's a physical product. These videos are a social product. It's a digital product that we make videos that are, obviously they're up to sell. The more views that it gets, the more interaction. It's just different videos perform better for others.
I'm laughing at Gladys's comment. I think you needed to hit the face so you can wake up and don't pick up the laptop.
Yes. But we're learning that, especially with the show, and we have a video that's, getting over 20,000 views a day now, that it's breaking out of the reselling market, and it's getting to the people who just want to be entertained. They want reselling. They want to see our lives, but not so much the reselling. They don't want all the tips and stuff, because even like the last month, every video that we've done about tips, hasn't performed very well. And with YouTube, the way it works, like if you make videos that people don't watch, that affects how your channel performs in the YouTube algorithm. So we're cautious of making a lot of tips videos when most of our views are from people looking for entertainment, because they don't perform
But
well.
I also don't want to shy away from doing
Right.
the tips videos, because they're like, you guys who are in this like we're doing this live video, like we're doing these live videos answering these questions, and I don't want to stop doing that by any means. But I also want to give like almost like kind of what I'm envisioning in my head is like a library of information, and maybe not even just from us, but from other resellers who just want to see other people succeed.
Yeah.
Like some kind of, and I don't know how that's going to look, I mean, I still, like I said, like we're going to do the unboxings, and, we're not going to just do like, unboxing, like just for entertainment value. Like I still want to talk about our process, and I still want to talk about like why we're going to do it. We're just going to figure out how to balance that. But at the same time, it's like, I feel like those of you who are here as like part of the teaching channel, like, and wanting to learn how to do stuff, like we're kind of doing you a disservice by not having like those tips videos, or like some kind of like mentorship, or some kind of, I don't know. So I'm just thinking, like, this is where I'm at.
Yeah.
So if y'all think of anything.
Yeah. My thinking is that there are other platforms, there are other social media platforms that those types of videos, like Patreon, may do well there for people who are wanting more education, that we can focus and we can give that and be able to spend more time doing that, but also not hurt the YouTube ratings. So
I'm reading Jessica's. That's actually kind of a good idea.
Yeah, and I think that too. Like
We've thought about that.
Yeah, one thing we talked about is like having the unboxing, because we realize some of our unboxing videos, like we've watched them, y'all have loved them, but some of them, like, man, like I said that like 43 times. Like I said, we'll make $40, we'll make $50, we'll make $60.
Yeah,
it gets a little redundant, and I get that, and I think maybe not telling the process for every single item is necessary. Maybe 3 or 4 items, or maybe we can do a separate video where we critique it. We give a more in-depth explanation. Maybe that goes on Patreon to show people like our process of what we would do to try to move that item. But we need to know if there's a demand for it for other platforms. From what I'm seeing, it's not performing well on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, I mean, because really we're doing this for you guys. So that's why we're asking you, like, what do you guys need from us? What would you guys like to see from us? Because, I mean, we're making videos because we're passionate about it, but we want to make videos that you guys want and desire to see. And like, we're trying to figure out, like, we have the Patreon group where we're doing like, we do like some insider like stuff, like some things that we just don't put on our vlogs and stuff like that. But I also at some point want to build, this is kind of where I'm at, but I'm not sold on it yet. Where I want to build a course, resource, ebook, information stuff for people who are like, I don't know where to start. I don't know. I need to know more about this, or I need to know more about that. And I'm not just for me, but like I want to collaborate with some other prominent resellers out there who are considered experts in their field. Because I mean, like we do eBay, but we don't do a lot of videos about eBay because there is some great YouTube or eBay people out there who you can get that information from. So, we don't want to just be redundant and reinvent the wheel. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. That's kind of where I'm stewing on that. But I wanted to share that with you guys so that, if you guys have any ideas or if you guys have any thoughts, you can let me know what you think. Because this is kind of a process that we're all doing together. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. And that's the thing with like YouTube, several people comment, in YouTube there's entertainment and there's like teaching based, that it often can clash and doesn't perform all that well.
Ooh,
because
loser buys dinner.
That a lot of our audience is people who are just wanting the entertainment of it. So as it grows, people from the show, they're going to want that. I have some ideas with it.
I think we're going to do it.
What?
Sorry. Jake
She's
says,
already decided what she wants to do. I have differing opinions. We have to talk some
about
things.
What?
Different stuff.
Oh, I'm talking about the spouse competition that Jake said.
Oh. Yeah. We could probably do that, but I don't know. Like, it's, we can do that probably.
I mean, I'm going to win.
Yeah.
Obviously.
We kind of do that in the show. You'll see it this week, where she picked some pallets, I picked some pallets. And they kind of show that dynamic on the show.
And that reminds me, on Facebook on Tuesday, I think at like 4 Eastern or so.
4 Central Time.
We're gonna do it's gonna be recorded on our part just so that it like for connection issues and everything. But it's gonna be shown live on A&E, and we'll be on there watching with everybody.
Be on YouTube and.
But we're gonna do like a little interview with we're gonna get a little like Zoom get together, with some other with other people on the show.
Yeah.
So
Bobby and Selena and Chuck will be on there also.
Yeah.
And then who said it? Somebody said about us streaming the show from YouTube. I don't think we could do that because when we're on the show, we can't restream somebody else's content without express written permission, and I don't think A&E would give us permission to stream their content. We would probably get in trouble contractually. So.
Okay. Does anybody else have any other questions?
Yes. We'll go on for probably about
We're gonna
11 more minutes.
We're probably going to start the Southern goodbyes.
Yes.
For those of you who don't know, in the South, we probably say goodbye at least 5 times before we actually get off. So we'll count this as goodbye number 1, because, that's just how we are in the South, I guess. Also, I'm getting sleepy, and I got to start working on that unboxing video.
I've got a video to edit tonight for tomorrow. It's a cool little story. I filmed it on Tuesday, and it was kind of like the opening day. So I kind of went throughout the day giving the story about how we got to this day leading up to the premiere with being on the TV show. So it's kind of cool. Terry, it's her first time.
Hello.
Oh, first time watching live chat. That's awesome. Thank you.
Welcome to the party. It's always a party.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. We're quite popular in the UK, in New Zealand, Australia.
That's
I've seen
so
somebody
cool.
from Saudi Arabia earlier. I want to visit all of these continents and places, and I hope one day that we can.
I actually, when people say like, hello from New Zealand, then I go and I Google stuff from New Zealand just because I just think that's just fascinating.
Yeah. We're the Family Flips on Facebook. The links are in the description for all of our social media platforms. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Patreon, it's all there. You want to know something crazy? We were on people. We're on people's Twitter.
We're on People.
You know, People, like People Magazine, but like People. We did that interview with People TV, which is People's TV network. That we did the interview. Like, I didn't think it was a big deal. Like, I wasn't expecting anything big because People TV, they have like 600,000 subscribers on YouTube, but all their videos have like 600 views. On Facebook, kind of the same thing. But I had no idea that people would be sharing it also, like actual people. But then people also shared it. But we are on People's Twitter feed.
I don't even know.
Our interview was trending on MSN.com yesterday. We were on Yahoo.com. We're on all these different news stations from around the United States. They were sharing our videos, that interview, and I'm like, holy cow, like, we just thought it was People TV and it might get viewed by like 500 people. Who knows how many people? I just think it's awesome about how God works.
It's crazy.
Because like, we get to tell our story to all of these people and to all of you, that our stories get to be told.
Yeah.
So,
well, Barbara, thank you for saying that, because she watches for entertainment.
Yeah.
And she says that she feels like sharing the tips and knowledge, know-how somehow, or show us a little bit about who we are. And so I was hoping for that, but we do have a lot of comments saying that we talk too much.
Yes.
And it's not, on some level that's kind of hurtful, but on the other level, it's kind of constructive criticism.
Yeah.
So that's where we're at. Like, we're at like, we're by no means going to take away the educational part of it, because that's part of who we are.
Yeah.
But how do we do it where people who are not interested in reselling, I guess that's really where
we're
I'm at.
learning,
We're
and we're having a discussion with the family, because yes, we could, like, people would be like, oh, well, don't listen to the negative comments.
People.
And that's true, but like, every negative comment has a shade of truth. And we would be dumb to not listen to it, because if we don't listen to it, we just start like, oh, well, that's just a hater.
That's negative.
Then, like, we miss so many learning opportunities to say, okay, what are they really trying to say through the negative delivery? So we're learning, and we're seeing that a lot.
Tell April I said hey.
That a lot of these things that we go back and we watch these videos, and I can see how people say that. So it's not that we're going to quit giving tips in our unboxing videos. I'm just talking about like a separate tip video. Like, we're still going to give tips because we are teachers by nature. Like, we ran a ministry school. We love teaching. I grew up in restaurants.
I was a preschool teacher.
Like, as a manager, always coaching. That is in our blood. That's who we are. But I'm talking about the dedicated, like, here's 5 tips or here's 3 tips. Those videos, they have not performed very well on our channel ever. And even the ones that we have done in the last month, they don't do well. It's just strategic tips throughout the content that we usually do that is entertainment based.
Yeah.
So that's what we're talking about.
I mean, because like the 2 main comments that we've been working with right now are the ones that we talk too much, because and then the ones that our video is really shaky, which we ended up purchasing a stabilizer for our camera, but we're learning that our camera just isn't made for that. So we're trying to figure out how to do it. So we're trying to, like, you'll notice like in our more recent vlog, our more recent unboxings, that we're setting the camera down more, that we're working harder to keep the camera steady. So, it's like constructive criticism, we'll take it.
We're gonna look at, like, I want to buy a really nice camera specifically for unboxing that is that has more built-in image stabilization, because we don't want to just put it on a tripod and let it sit there and then film us. That's not us. Like, we want something that's like, it puts y'all in the middle of it, like y'all are there unboxing it with us. But with that, sometimes it's hard to keep a camera steady because we're like this.
And have y'all seen our camera? It's huge.
Yeah.
Like, it's great, but it's like holding this thing. This thing is like at least 10 pounds, including this tripod thing. So even if we take the tripod off, like, I can set this on and hold it like this, and it's still like, after a while, you're like, So
I want to get a nice camera.
Something smaller for unboxings.
That we can do just for unboxing videos. And that being like in Patreon, like people are Patrons, like that helps go specifically to making better content, because camera equipment is expensive.
Yeah.
That stuff's not cheap. So, and no one major says it's hard to please everyone, and we're not trying to please everyone.
But it's true.
But we are learning from the comments because they do have a realm of truth. And we would be stupid not to, because
Kiwi girl.
We are people that like to get better, and you get better by listening to both sides of the equation. So,
who has a lump? Me or him?
I don't know. What's up in it to flip it?
But if it's me, I had a really amazing chiropractic adjustment yesterday. I'm still recovering from it. Hey, in it to flip it? I know you just said that, but. Okay, we have a GoPro. We do have a GoPro.
But it's weird.
But it's just not.
It bends the edges.
It's like fish bolts.
And then the audio sucks.
We're working through it.
Yeah.
We're trying to figure it out. We just want good audio too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But it does. The GoPros, like, the edges seem distorted. It's good for like small B footage stuff, but filming the whole time, it looks my level of, hey, Patty. Patty's been here since like a long time ago.
Yes.
And we love Patty. So, yes.
Okay, let's see. Anybody else have any other questions? Because, I mean, we're like, I guess, like, shutting down all those other apps running on my phone.
It helped out.
Yeah. Yeah, Patty is, like, original.
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry, Anna, to flip it. I'll call you Susie now. Hey, send me an email with your shirt size, Susie.
We have a GoPro White 7. We can look at getting a newer model, but I know there's some cameras out there. We're just, like, this is our, the unboxing that came out yesterday. That was just our 13th unboxing video that we filmed in the current format. We're just starting to learn, because all these videos are getting watched by more people that aren't resellers. It's the entertainment-based people, which that's, so.
Are you talking about me? This right here, this is all freshly loosened neck muscles and a chiropractic adjustment and a few other things. It's on the other side too. But it's also, keep in mind, I have 2 lights right here shining down on me, and then I have dreads, and then it's also the lighting a little bit. It's really, I promise you, it looks like it, but if I turn sideways.
Oh, right there. It's the shading.
But also my neck, like, I had like the most amazing chiropractic adjustment of my life yesterday. Yes. And I have so. And
I believe, Jessica, that was, now that you had mentioned it, somebody else had mentioned it in the video. I'm pretty sure that was a speaker stand, and I believe it's missing a piece.
So, anyways, yes. But thank you for mentioning it. If y'all ever see anything weird.
We resell used items all of the time. The majority of the stuff that we sell has been used previously, and it still sells well.
Oh, yes. And I go to the chiropractor. Right now I'm going 3 times a week for my pelvis. Like, I can't run very well because my pelvis is slightly off center. And so it's causing like back pain and stuff. So that's what they're going for. But I've also got other stuff going on. I love chiropractic care, y'all. Like, if you guys can find a way to get regular chiropractic care, Like, that is amazing preventative care.
Yeah.
Amazing preventative care.
We believe in whole body, like, wellness. Like, we have a chiropractor. I have a physical therapist. We have a therapist. We have a
massage therapist. Our CrossFit coaches are like, they're working.
Health people, so like, are eating, like, mental, physical, spiritual, all of that. Like, it all
feeds each other. And so a big part of like what we do is just being whole. We want to be whole. We don't want, I think that a lot of times, like a lot of us, it's like, it's harder work in the front end, you know, but we just don't want to manage symptoms. Like, we want to solve the problem that caused the symptoms to begin with, which is one of the main reasons why we started CrossFit. We had done like, lots of dieting. We had done like a couple Whole30 runs, to cleanse us and everything like that. And then we started exercising. So it's a process, just like everything else, just like our business and our family. And it's just a constant business. It's a constant moving process. So
what's up, Profit Monsters? We are in Tuesday nights, this coming Tuesday nights episodes. We were not featured in this last Tuesday's episode, so this coming Tuesday we are in both.
We're not into healing crystals. Haven't really needed it or looked into it. We don't. It's kind of a weird thing. A lot of like I don't know much about it. I do know that a lot of Christian circles are totally against it. I do use amber teething necklaces for my kids when we had that and stuff like that. But I haven't done a lot of research, haven't looked into it. I'm not saying that I won't, but currently, no, we're not, we don't do it. So yeah. Okay. Anyways.
No problem, Brian. Have a good night.
Is there any other questions before we go at all? No? What happened?
Oh.
I don't know what happened. I missed something.
Oh, Brian says, I'm unsubscribing.
Aww.
So I say goodbye to Brian.
So sad.
Yeah. It is what it is. I know. 17,000. It's crazy.
Are we on already?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It's crazy. Doula, how did you become a doula?
How did I become a doula?
Yep.
Oh, what made me become a doula? I've always been a lover of processes. It's just something that I've always loved to do. And so when I had my first child, my oldest, Jolene, y'all have met her, I didn't know very much. I didn't know and I didn't understand. Ended up having a fairly unhealthy pregnancy just because I was under the impression that you could just eat whatever you wanted and do whatever you wanted. My third trimester was extremely painful because I had gained 80 pounds in my pregnancy, and ended up in a lot of pain and ended up having to have a C-section, a scheduled induction a week before, and then a C-section. And then once I started like getting older and I started getting around other women, especially like natural based women, I realized that birth was something completely different than what I had thought it was. I had always assumed, it was treated like a medical condition, not a natural point in life. And so, I'm not like one of those doulas that's like, only do natural births. I think all birth is beautiful. I think all birth is necessary. I'm thankful we live at a time where, if you have complications or medical issues, that we can deliver your baby safely in different ways. So like, by no means do I mean like, but I do know that I had options. I had learned after the birth of my daughter, who is perfect and beautiful and healthy, and I'm so thankful for that. But I had learned afterwards that like I had options that I didn't know about. So I want to be available to tell people about that. And I think that, I've always loved transformation, because I am a huge transformation. The person that I was 10 years ago to the person that I am now is a completely different person. And I'm happy and proud of all of that has happened and all that God has blessed me with, and all of this wonderful stuff. I even have this tattoo. I don't know if y'all have seen this tattoo, right? Well, this says "Day in You," which is actually it's something that is done in Passover Seder, and it means it would have been enough. And so in the time, it says like if you would have parted the sea, it would have been enough. If you just delivered us from Egypt, it would have been enough. And there's this process that says that. Well, for me, it's like, it would have been enough if you had just delivered me from my pain, like, and from all the things. It would have been enough if you had healed me from this. It would have been enough if you had done all of this, but he loved me extravagantly more than I could have ever imagined. And so that's what the tattoo means. And being a part of being a doula is I want to walk with people through one of the biggest transformations of their life. And I want to be a part of, I want to be invited into that sacred space to help protect women and help them feel strong and powerful, that they are. And that's what being a doula is. It's just being able to love on women in a such a special place. So that's why. But yes, does that include birthing in water? Some women do birth in water. I haven't, but that's because of the procedures that are present in my current state. I wouldn't have been against it. Also, I don't necessarily like baths. So
she doesn't like
it wouldn't have been, it probably wouldn't have been great for me, but a lot of women do water births and it's great. So yeah. But yeah, that's it. I think it's just really cool. So yeah. Thanks for asking that question. I've never been able to talk about that here. I always wait for other people to ask me those kinds of questions because I just, this is a reselling channel.
I've never seen anybody from Portugal here. Thank you so much for tuning in. I don't even know how people
it's just cool.
find us. I have no idea. It's crazy. So awesome.
Okay, guys, it's getting late. I'm getting sleepy, but I do want to make sure that everybody has gotten their questions answered before we go. This is probably one of the longest lives we've done.
Yep.
I don't think we've ever done one this long because normally we're having to rush.
The one when we hit 10,000 10 days ago.
That was long.
Yeah.
But y'all stuck it out with us. Like, that was crazy.
Can I believe it? We hit 10,000 10 days ago, and now we're at 17,000, fixing to hit 20,000. Probably.
We gotta do something cool for 25,000.
We are. I was trying to work with some brands, and that got very intimidating because like they're trying to do all kinds of stuff, and I'm like, no, like I don't know you. It got very confusing. So, but we are going to do some cool stuff, give away some shirts, some stickers, probably some gift cards and stuff. So yeah.
Hey, Maui Delights, would you send me an email?
Yes.
By chance, please. I don't think I got to say
Link is in the description.
Please do.
Yeah.
So yes. Okay. All right,
guys.
guys.
Look, in the next 3 days, we got 3 vlogs back to back to back, and then no video on Monday. So.
Serena, we are just about to head out, but I would love to be able to talk with you
Tuesday night.
Yeah,
at 10 p.m. Central Time. We're doing a special live extreme unboxing after party. Make sure y'all like our Facebook page if you haven't done so, because we post there on the regular.
I think this is third goodbye, but three seems to be like a good one.
Yeah. And yeah. So.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you for all of your love. I just am blown away.
Yeah, and to flip it, I used Jessica's mom's DirecTV login.
We so did.
Because I didn't want to pay $50 for live TV when we don't even watch live TV. We don't even watch TV. Like, I watch Sailing La Vagabond on YouTube, and that's really all that I watch, except for Pallet
8 p.m. Pacific.
Yes, 8 p.m. Tuesday night, 9 p.m.
Yes.
We'll be releasing some promo stuff that they will be sending us to put out. But we're on both episodes, and it is going to be freaking funny, I promise you.
Good night, Dad. That's my dad. Everybody say, good night, Dad.
I'm trying to turn it off on the computer again. Dang it.
He doesn't. Okay. All right. Well, yeah. All right. Here we go. Okay, thanks, Mike. Somebody said good night to my dad. Oh, there we go.
Night.
Good night, Dad.
Good night, Dad.
Love you, Dad.
That's hilarious. Thank y'all so much. I think this is it this time. Until
next time, my friends.
Peace.